Hello, everyone. Torn here with new updated audio settings that we're going to be testing out for this video. So, fingers crossed things work out well for that. I did some testing beforehand just to make sure, and they seem like they're going to be good. But, as I said in the last video, we are here with some Corpse. Let's get into the video. Okay, so for those that do not know, I am a huge fan of Corpse, both with his music and also with his gaming content. I know he stepped away from the gaming content and everything and is now focusing on the music. I have nothing but respect for him in that choice. Um, but yes, we are here with the newest song I believe that he's dropped, Code Mistake. It's him with Bring Me the Horizon, another band that I really love because of the fact that Bring Me the Horizon is involved in this song. I am probably going to have to be going ahead and pausing to go ahead and avoid copyright potential. That being said, nothing but respect for both of these artists. It's just going to be a little bit of a different format from what we typically do. But let's get into the song. Let's see what these two are talking about. Whoa. I, I go ahead and hit space to go ahead and just start playing the song, and it pulls up something on my OBS. Oh, gotta love that.
Burn me out like cuts, fade out when Centralia dust, nostrils off of dust, or like veins too many needles touch. If pain is beauty, I'm a pretty bitch. Gone too quiet, now they're whispering. If you blink, then you might miss it. Every hour is a week. I don't need sympathetics, I just need some room to breathe. Do not fucking talk to me, my genetics got me tweaked. Running from myself, I can't blame them when they leave.
Oh my. Hold up. Oh, hold on. We're not gonna go all the way back here. I just need to go ahead and I need to hear
Genetics
that.
got me tweaked. Running from myself, I can't blame them when they leave.
How is it both such a dramatic shift in like the actual feel and kind of vibe of the song and the different styles of it and everything, and yet still sound like that was the intention and that's the way it should have been. Like, it works well despite being just the most absolute abrupt, just bam, stop, bam, right into a start with Bring Me the Horizon. Oh my sweet lord. Like, it makes no sense. That should not have worked as well as it did. I love the. I just have to say this real quick. I absolutely love the vocals Bring Me the Horizon has. I'm forgetting the name off the top of my head right now. Uh, but oh my, love his vocals.
There's a mosh pit, think I might have lost it. I'm starting to believe there's only one way I can stop this. If pain is beauty, I'm a guillotine. Yeah, you bring the match, I bring the curse.
Whoa. Oh, I'm glad that I got a pause in right there. Let me just point out the fact he just went screamo, switched over to more of a rap-ish style, and then just drops in those little screamo bits, and it just like when they switched over between Corpse and switching over to Bring Me the Horizon, it just worked. Like it was abrupt, but also flowed in like that was supposed to happen. It's like watching a car wreck, you know, but at the same time, it's a car wreck that you need to watch because of the fact that you're filming it for a movie, right? That's the type of car wreck that this is. It's a very good one. Hold on. Oh my god. That right there. To be honest, just putting it out there. I haven't had to take any of the uh medications that were just listed there, but that right there hits home for millions. Because there are tons of people that have taken Adderall, that have taken all sorts of other medications for different disorders, not just ADD, ADHD, or mental disorders, but just eating disorders, health disorders. There's so many different pills that people have to take, unfortunately, that that bit right there hits home with millions. Leave me D&D. Yes. I thought it took me a moment. Like I was like, wait, hold up. It was like 3, 4 lines ago. Did he just bring up D&D? Oh my god, that's great. Oh, God's above. Oh man. Oh, Corpse coming in. Hold on. Corpse coming in at the end, in that little bit there, with that deeper bit after. Oh, hold on. I'm backing that up. I want to hear that more. Like the back and forth, just the dichotomy of it. It's beautiful. Oh man, that that ending up until like the last maybe 3 or 4 seconds there, but that whole little outro bit before that final part instantly made me think of um what was it?
12 seconds later.
I'll collect my thoughts and get back to you with that in just a moment.
5 minutes later.
Okay. Now that I've actually went ahead and collected my thoughts and everything and went ahead and listened to the song over, we got a lot to talk about. So, rather than going ahead and doing that because that was part of the outro there, I'll go ahead and just, because of the fact, like I said, I listened through the song again, we'll just go through everything right there, beginning to end, as best I can. If I forget a part, I might have to jump back, but for the most part, I'm going to try to keep this all in line with the song. First off, right there at the beginning, by the way, lead singer Bring Me the Horizon, Ollie Sykes, I did end up remembering it. Thank goodness, because that was going to annoy the shit out of me if I did not remember it. Um, like it was going to be bad enough. I was going to say, please put it in the comments. And if I remember it, I'll go ahead and put it in the comments beforehand if anybody else knew. But thankfully, I don't need that anymore. Um, but those first lines from Corpse, burn me out like cuts, or what was it? Burn me out like cuts, fade out when Centralia does. That's I don't. That's a weird one to me, and the only reason I say that is because of the fact of it. The only reference that I can think of, because Centralia has to be something specific that I'm probably completely missing out on. But those two lines there instantly, the only thing that makes sense to me is Centralia, Pennsylvania, which is also the city that's known as America's burning ghost town. Burn me out like cuts, burning, fade out when Centralia does, ghost town. So that's the only thing that makes sense. Maybe it's right, most likely it's wrong, but I that was just a neat little bit that it made me think about, so I wanted to go ahead and share that real quick. Uh from there, Corpse did a beautiful job throughout his whole verse. That transition though, Corpse straight into the chorus from Ollie and Bring Me the Horizon there. That was potentially one of the most abrupt transitions that I had heard, solely because of the fact that it fades out on Corpses rather quickly and then fades in and picks up very quick and very heavy with Bring Me the Horizon going into that chorus there. That being said, oh my god, how did they get the same energy and feel despite it being two very different flows? It makes no sense how it worked, but it did. So that part just throws me a little bit there. But then we'll get into the next verse here. Ollie Sykes coming in doing the second verse. Oh my goodness, that was such a fun ride with him, because the first 8 lines are one flow there that he goes ahead and on the fourth line and at the end of it in particular goes ahead and adds in the screamo when everything is more of a semi-rap type of flow. So that was really cool. But then it comes in and I don't really want to call it a rap flow after that, but it kind of is. Like, it almost sounds a little rock, it almost sounds a little rap. There's a couple of different genres that I could see that kind of flow and everything fitting into. Uh, so it was a very fun, very interesting ride going through with Ollie Sykes' verse. I loved that. The transition going into the second chorus, it was a lot less abruptive, or abrupt. Fuck, abruptive. Yeah, here I am trying to come up with words now. But less abrupt than the first transition, probably because we're going from Bring Me the Horizon into Bring Me the Horizon. But it was right in line with the feel that I get from a lot of other Bring Me the Horizon songs that I've already listened to. So I can't be mad at that at all. It was a very nice, easy going, beautiful little transition into the second chorus. Uh Corpse coming in though for that in the second half there with that slight little, I don't know whether to call it a backing track or an ad lib, but during the second half of the chorus there when he comes in, I will never be that. And he does that little low bit there. I cannot do a Corpse voice to save my life, so sorry, everybody. But that just added so much to the second chorus there. That little moment just made it just it's like the phrase that I've heard of called perfection in a bottle. It's this little moment of perfection that you just hit, and it just everything hits that perfect note. And then we go into that ending. This, it, first off, it made sense. I really loved the ending, but I loved it so much because of the fact that it gave me a nostalgic vibe. Because even though I'm a 90s baby, 94, uh, I'm very much more one of those people that listens to, if I had to pick a specific genre aside from a lot of other musical content creators on YouTube, it would have to be more like your classic rock, classic metal, 70s, 80s type stuff. And this outro here, this felt like, I don't want to say a heavier, but a more modernized, which in turn makes it sound heavier, but a more modernized version of Motley Crue's "Kickstart My Heart" outro, because it has that almost kind of deconstruction of everything in it as you're going to that final little bit in the outro. Oh my goodness, that was such a fun way to go ahead and end that song. And especially for somebody like me that loves Motley Crue and has since I was like 11 maybe. Somewhere in there, 11, 12, 13, somewhere in the middle school years. Uh oh man, that brought me back just so many years. Thank you for that. Overall rating. Sweet. Crisp should have cut that out. Don't know if y'all heard that, but I could we got a bit of a thunderstorm going right now and I could hear the thunder roll with past the headphones here. So, but as I was saying, overall rating, this is an easy one for me without a doubt. 9 out of 10. It was overall beautifully executed. There were some parts like that first transition. It doesn't make sense how that worked, but it did, and it did beautifully. The ending with that very heavy nostalgic factor, the fact that, well, to be fair, I do both like Corpse and Bring Me the Horizon, but this was just, it felt like both of them were right there in their bag, in their wheelhouse, and just having fun with it. All of that bleeds through in a song. So the fact that I could feel just kind of, just like, yeah, they're going in, they're making a song and everything, but they're going in and having fun with this, right? They're not trying to go ahead and do some specific thing with it. They're just going in there, let's see what we make and let's have some fun with it at the end of the day. That's the vibe and energy that I got from this, and it bled through so beautifully that I almost feel bad giving it a 9, but at the same time I feel like it doesn't quite reach that 9.5, and I am very very hesitant on giving anything a 10. As y'all can see, I'm hesitant even on 9.5s. But a 9.0 I think is very fair for this. Beautiful job from both artists. Thank you all so much for coming on by. We will be back on Tuesday with another video. And yes, I do remember today is Sunday. I know in the last video I had myself a little confused on the days there, but yes, we will be back on Tuesday with another song. No idea what we're going to react to yet. If you want, go ahead and post a song down in the comments below. I do go ahead and pay attention to them. I am at least seeing them. I'm trying to be better about responding to them, and I'm actually going to be going ahead and doing a bit of a mass respond to a bunch of other comments that I haven't responded to yet after I post this video. So thank you all for going ahead and commenting. I need to get better about responding back to all of you. But yes, if you do have a reaction or a song that you want me to react to, I should say, please do go ahead and put it down in the comments. I love going ahead and looking at a lot of different styles of music, so just about anything you put in there will be fine. Know that if there is a solid chance of DMCA, kind of like with this video here, I wasn't sure of it because of the fact Bring Me the Horizon is part of the song. With that, because of the fact Corpse is the one that posted it too, I could be perfectly fine with just posting it up, not having any of the pauses or anything. But if it does have DMCA, I will need to have those pauses in there to try to go ahead and break things up and everything. That being said, beyond that, you just go ahead and post a song. If it does have DMCA, I will have to go, or I think it has DMCA even, kind of like with this song here. I will have to go ahead and do the pauses. If not, something like maybe Divide Music, Fable, Rustage, Daddy Fat Snaps, Dizzy 8, any of them, Falcon Shield, obviously. Then I won't have to do the pauses, and we can go ahead and kind of roll through a little bit more how we have been doing. But I will see you all, now that I am done ranting, in the next video.